Today on Voice of Africa, we bring you an important development from Burkina Faso that shows how leadership can directly impact the lives of ordinary people. Under the instructions of President Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the Presidential Initiative for Health has launched concrete actions to strengthen hospitals across the country. One of the major beneficiaries is the Ouagadougou University Hospital, which has just received medical equipment worth 300 million CFA francs. This is not just about machines and buildings. This is about saving lives, improving healthcare, and restoring dignity to patients and medical workers. In this video, you will see how these new medical supplies were officially handed over and what this means for Burkina Faso's healthcare system. Right after this introduction, we will play the translated version of the official video so you can understand exactly what happened and why it matters. Let's
Mr.
watch.
General Director of the hospital, on behalf of the President of FASO, the National Bureau of Major Projects, in support of the Presidential Health Initiative, has decided to proceed with a renovation of many services at the Ouagadougou Hospital, but also to support you with equipment. And I wanted, on his behalf, to officially hand over all the equipment to you this morning for good use. And we express our wish for better health for the patients. In any case, we wish you a good reception and great inspiration for all the staff, with all the encouragement of the President of FASO. Congratulations to you, and make good use of this equipment.
Thank you.
Professor Nina Astrid Ouedraogo. I am the head of the Medical Imaging and Radio Diagnostics Department at the Ouagadougou University Hospital Center. So we received an ultrasound machine in 2025, which we could say came at just the right time since it allowed us to replace a piece of equipment that was defective. So we were able to install it, and it is what is currently being used. This is the equipment right here. Here is the ultrasound machine. So it allows us it is equipped with several probes. There are 4 probes. So it actually allows us to perform several types of exploration. There we can explore the abdominal cavity, do ultrasounds of joints, soft tissues and breasts, the endocavitary, so to assess the prostate or internal genital organs. There is also a probe that allows for explorations of the heart. But in the department, it's mostly the cardiologists who do this exploration. But so it is truly functional.
I am Roger Sombier. I am a doctor and head of the hepatogastroenterology department at Ouagadougou. So we were lucky enough to get this device at the end of the year. So it's a very simple device that actually evaluates 2 parameters in the liver, which gives us very important information on the gravity or severity of a liver disease. So without necessarily needing to insert a needle to take a sample and look at the liver under a microscope. So the 2 parameters will be to evaluate what we call the hardness, the stiffness of the liver, and to see if there is too much fat in the liver or not. So it's a device that's actually been available since the 2000s, in developed countries. And so we're very happy to have it in the department because it's going to be very useful to us, since liver diseases are the primary reason for hospitalization in our department. But before this device existed, patient care was done through clinical exams and imaging tests. And this device has been available privately in the city of Ouagadougou since 2017. So for patients who had the means or those who could afford it, we sent them to do it privately.
I'm Dr. Bongbungu. I'm an anesthesiologist at Ouagadougou Hospital, and I work in intensive care in the operating blocks and in the emergency department. The work carried out by the Presidential Initiative for Health comes at just the right time. All our pulmonary patients, we used to send them to Tengandogo because we couldn't do continuous suction here. There's no wall vacuum, and we just couldn't do it. So it was to Tengandogo that we sent our patients. Another installation they carried out was it's the medical air and the oxygen they installed. What they also installed was a connection that allows for continuous oxygen use with an alarm that signals pressure drops and all that, and we don't need the oxygen to run out completely before running to change it. And that's really the benefit of it. We can only thank the Presidential Initiative for Health for this action, which is very beneficial for our patients. And it provides relief for Yalgado Hospital at the administrative level, as well as for the staff and patient management.
This is where we connect the cylinders that are filled to 150 bars, so that in case the machine stops or during a specific power outage, the cylinders take over automatically to supply the departments with oxygen. This activity was carried out. It's under the presidential initiative, who contacted us, in fact, for the implementation of these works.
Honestly, this chair has come to liberate us. It's really given us a new lease on life. Because at the time we received it, the chair that was here was aging and was even broken down. So it was propped up and we only used it just to do a consultation. There was nothing left. It was a chair to be decommissioned. And we were really wondering how to provide our care since we didn't have one. And we wish to take advantage of this reception to thank and salute the initiative, to thank you for what you've done, because this department needs it.
Through this initiative, we will always continue to support you
Thank you.
to truly allow you to practice your profession and expertise to the best of your ability.
Thank you.
Through this initiative, every day here, from Monday to Friday, we perform ultrasounds until 6 p.m. This provides patients with the added value of being able to have the ultrasound performed right here on site without having to travel from this hospital to another one just to undergo this important examination. This really allows for a much faster and more efficient diagnosis, and also earlier management of cardiovascular diseases, which is vital for our patients' prognosis. So we truly thank you for that. And may God bless you and help you to multiply these kinds of initiatives. This is a donation of equipment worth approximately 300 million CFA francs. And besides the equipment donations, we also, on the instructions of His Excellency the President of FASO, renovated all the rooms that received this equipment. It should be noted that several departments have benefited from this equipment. The pediatric and neonatal emergency departments also received 5 incubators. And given the urgency and the needs, the head of state also instructed that pediatrics be reinforced with more incubators. The initiative involves the creation of new infrastructure and equipment. And also on His Excellency's instructions, we are rehabilitating and upgrading the technical facilities of existing centers. Hence these equipment acquisitions for the Ouagadougou University Hospital. It's not just at Ouagadougou Hospital that we've acquired equipment. Other facilities have also benefited. And in the coming days, we will proceed in the same way for the symbolic handover of this equipment.
All this equipment we've received allows Ouagadougou Hospital to move toward what the head of state has always promoted, health sovereignty. So the providers are truly motivated by the acquisition of this equipment, which allows them to do their jobs, and the public no longer needs to travel to benefit from all these services. So this is to say that this equipment is truly beneficial to the Ouagadougou University Hospital, especially since it's the very expression of the needs of the providers and users that was addressed by the Presidential Health Initiative. So this is an opportunity for us, if you'll allow me, to express our gratitude to His Excellency, the President of FASO, to whom voices more authoritative than mine will be able to convey all our admiration, all our gratitude, and all our satisfaction for this donation that we have received through the Presidential Initiative for Health.
What you have just watched is more than a ceremony. It is a sign of a country investing in its own people. Healthcare is one of the foundations of national development. When hospitals are equipped, doctors can work better, patients receive proper treatment, and families regain hope. This initiative shows that real progress is not only measured in speeches, but in action on the ground. Burkina Faso is sending a message that African nations can take responsibility for their own health systems and build with their own vision. The question now is how these efforts will continue and how they will be expanded to reach more hospitals and more communities. This is Voice of Africa, bringing you stories of African solutions, African leadership, and African progress. If you believe in highlighting positive developments across Africa, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay informed, stay proud, and stay African.